What's up, y'all? Blade from Ready Clips, back at it again with another war recap. It has been a little while since I've done one of these. Had a lot going on, just didn't really have the time to record the videos, and we've had uh, nothing too crazy since the last video I did. So, anyways, here we are, arranged matchup against Reddit Chaos. Took them down 69 to 59. Really fun war. Um, I know afterwards they were a little disappointed that they didn't do didn't do as good as they thought they could have. But I mean, they overall, sorry, that was our side. I mean, overall, they cleared, excuse me, the majority of the nines, left a couple of them hanging. But really, got some decent stuff up top. Did a pretty good job. On our side, starting from the bottom, and we cleared nines all the way up to 15, 13. Left just a couple of those and a couple of the higher ones with a star left, 2-star both the tens. So not too bad. We'd been in a really rough slump coming into this war, so it was good. This one felt like we were kind of getting back on our feet, back to where we usually expect ourselves to be hit wise. So excuse me. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the attacks, and got a few cool ones for you. Starting off with Zoltan here. He had a neat Valk raid. Also had a 6-pack this war, so props to him. And I'm gonna show this one. A lot of fun to watch. So, excuse me. I've seen base like this before, where basically the guy's just using storages and high hit point stuff as sort of like another wall. I don't know. I can understand the rationale behind it, but these Valks are going to rip this to hell. So he puts those in here. Valk's going down. Heal spell, poison to keep slow those heroes down from doing a whole bunch of damage to his kill squad stuff. And look at those Valks. And they just go through, crush both defending heroes. They crushed that defending Golem already. He's got his King going in, Queen doing some work, and just absolutely wrecking here. Now, he's getting one Golem is kind of straying off to the side, which was not the plan. And once those Valks do that, his Queen goes over too. Not the plan, but it's going to turn out to actually work really well for him. Had a wall breaker, or oh right, no wall breakers here, but he forgot he was meant to put a giant down to do some tanking to help his Valks get in there. Didn't get that, but that was okay. Valks just tore right through that wall really quickly and moved in, put a heal over him while they were dealt with that Tesla farm, and then again just beat right through that next wall. Now this was a cleanup attack. So another heal spell down while he deals with that, and then it's going to keep these Valks up as they run through these giant bombs and work on this final wall that they got to beat through. Now the plan was he was going to start deploying hogs down here where the Queen is doing some work, but this works out really nice to where he ended up being able to only put a few down here. He was going to have to expend a heal on that section, but just kind of work things a little bit differently. He was able to put more hogs up top, clear out the rest of that piece of the base. And his Queen just did a ton of work. And then check this out. Excuse me. Hogs end up baconing pretty hard right there. One of them staying alive in that heal, gonna almost get that work done, and then that Valk and King are gonna come finish off that expo, and this base is done. So really nice hit, Z. Not everything went quite as planned, but good job thinking on your feet and making some adjustments and getting that one to work. Alright, next we got Ivan. Excuse me. So Ivan's coming in with a Go La Loon here. This is an interesting base, not what I would usually expect to see here, but yeah, definitely different with a centralized Queen. Generally, we would encourage people to stay away from that. This kind of gives you too many options on how you want to approach attacking the base and what angle you want to come from. So anyways, this allows him to come in here, go at her here from 9 o'clock, and he's going to be able to get the CC lure. He's going to be able to take out 2 air defenses leaving just 2 others down for his hound piece of his attack to roll right through. Queen deals with the CC there. Golems and stuff, they take out that first air defense, and now his queen steps up and takes down that last air defense, and now he can start deploying the rest of his attack. Already has a couple loons headed in there. Golem's just still doing unbelievable amounts of tanking right there. First 2 hounds getting in there, absorbing a couple traps, setting up on that air defense there. Sweeper is, of course, going to cause a little bit of pain, but he puts a rage spell to get those loons just right through all that and take down that air defense. A couple other loons coming in over there, and first hound pops, air defense down, and now going to go and take out the rest. Was able to pull a few more traps on his way to getting that air D. Last hound setting up there, plenty of loons left just coming in. The only threat left at this point is that small little Tesla, or those 2 Teslas over there. But I mean, he's got plenty of loons, and that hound is going to kind of start and get out in front. Yep, see, it's already absorbing that Tesla fire, and that huge pack of loons is just going to destroy it. Got his cleanup troops down early, cleaned up really nice. Gonna go ahead and speed up through the rest of this, but just great job leaving some, leaving that golems up in the middle and just crushing everything. So nice job, Ivan. All right. Excuse me. All right, now we got Mark. He brings a really nice hit here on 10. Uses a quad quake to open up this core. It's kind of a shattered entry. He's got some Valks, this nice Govaho, which of course, right now Govaho is a really dominant strategy with that huge Valk buff that they gave us in the last update. So pretty awesome. Sends in that test wall breaker. A couple more in behind. Opens that corner up perfectly. It's really started up a pretty nice funnel. And yeah, CC Valks, his own Valks, Queen, Giant, all that stuff just headed straight into the core. And what comes out of that CC? A Hound, not going to really bother anything. I think his Queen is locked onto it though, so she's chasing it into the core. Not the best, but whatever, that's okay. Anyways, got that heal down, heal his Valks up as they go through, and look at them, they're just ripping right through the center of that base. Now, finally, his king and golems go over to this one side and trip that one double giant bomb set. There was another one over here next to the other expo. Wasn't ever going to matter, though, because he eliminated the pathing issues, but then he does come through with his king and triggers those anyways. Anyways, that hog deployment, really nice, going right there into that first heal. Now the second heal, really nice heal, giving him some coverage as he goes through a wizard tower, a Tesla, and an archer tower. And those hogs are just going to keep doing work. Couple pups up that, I know as I was watching this raid live, I was a little bit concerned about these pups beating down these last couple hogs as they were working through, but finally they run into the place where they're going to get taken out by his queen, and that small group of hogs with the help of the queen are going to be able to get everything down. And there we go. Cannon down, a couple hogs for cleanup, some wizards down and whatnot, speeding that up. And really just an awesome hit mark. That Govaho, just tore through, a third of the base at least, leaving a pretty small portion for those hogs to have to run around on the outside. And they just did an awesome job. Totally crushed it. Great work, man. All right. What else we got? Yeah, Grant. Sorry, guys, for the coughing. So Grant here, he's cleaning up my mess. I had a couple things go wrong on my raid. The plan was overall pretty solid. Just a couple execution errors, which I've been having a lot of lately, to be honest. But anyway, so Grant, ties up a couple of those execution errors for one, and makes one slight adjustment in the plan, and which actually he ends up having his own little execution error, but it ended up not mattering. He was trying to adjust those quakes to make sure he got into the expo compartment because there's a double giant bomb in there that he was going to try and negate. Ends up missing a little bit, not getting the first wall down that he needed, but that's okay. Those Valks just crush right through it. He's got that heal spell on him. That loon flying around him is a little disconcerting. I think it's on top of his golems though, so his Valks are kind of able to get out in front of it and get away and survive. Meanwhile, his heroes have walked along the side here, but that's not a huge deal. Hogs coming in here from the left-hand side, just doing work, crushing through the rest of this. Never even touching either double giant bomb set. So the kill squad got that job, and as you saw, I kind of stopped talking about it. I was moving on to the Hawks, but his Valks did an awesome change of direction to run in there and get that defending queen. So totally kills that. Now he's got these MVP golems going in, and they're going to start tanking for several of these defenses. 2 Teslas, Archer Tower, and a Wizard Tower. Meanwhile, he's got to heal down to keep his hogs up as they go through those other 2 Teslas and cannons. And this base is done. So really nice job. Really just one minor execution error in the Quake placement, but the way these Valks are these days, I mean, they just beast through walls really quickly when that's where they got to go. So ended up being able to recover just fine and put together a really awesome raid. So nice hit, Grant. All right, and I got one more for you. Yes, all right, Mike. Mike bringing us a really nice 6-pack here. Coming down, hitting number 19. This is a pretty interesting strategy here. So he's splitting out golems pretty wide on this. This base has a little bit of a moat there. So he's got to worry about the hero comp. He has, seen some replays of this base. We know where all the doubles are. One of the doubles just doesn't trigger right. The pathing on it is really bad, so it works out that he doesn't even have to worry about exploding that one, but he's going to get the other one with this kill squads. Now, the one golem doesn't really go in, ends up rerouting over here, which is a little problematic, but that's okay. His queen is going to step right up. And once she deals with this hound, she's going to go in, take out that wizard tower, eliminate that one double spot, which is, her biggest mission. Meanwhile, the rest of the kill squad goes in there, does take out the defending heroes and that entire comp, and is ultimately going to be able to get in there and take down that expo as well, which is nice. So he's starting in with his hogs. Excuse me. That Wiz Tower, not down yet, but their queen finally gets down that hound. The pathing just kind of works out perfectly to where you know what? Yeah, there. Queen takes down that Wiz Tower just in time to save a couple of those hogs. And there you go. You see what the other double giant bomb set is. It just does not trigger right. Those hogs just walk right around it. And he has, of course, plenty of fuel spells. He didn't have to use any spells on his opener. Even though his opener gets, 30% of the base or more, he still, has no problem saving 4 heals for this nice pack of hogs to run through the rest of this base and totally wreck it. And that right there is all there is to that. So, awesome hit, Mike. Really nice 6-pack. Way to bring it, man. All right. So that will be all for this war recap. Hope you guys enjoy seeing another video come up on the channel. I know it's been a while. Ready clips, guys. Awesome. Excuse me. Awesome job. I know we've had a rough couple of wars, and you guys really stepped up here and did some awesome work. So way to get it done, and way to have a really, really clutch war. Reddit Chaos, tons of fun. Great job, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys continue growing. Oh, and shout out to them. I think this was their first arranged war ever. So way to get in that space, man. Keep it up. Keep getting into these wars, and you guys will just keep getting better as you go, man. So great job, guys. And until next time, peace.